Hi, everybody, and happy Forgiving Fridays. It's so good to see all of you. It's been a little while since I did a Forgiving Fridays, and it felt like time. Um, Here's what I have today is a forgiveness tip from a conversation that I had with a potential client who lives in Africa. So forgiveness is worldwide. It's very cool. So essentially, we were talking about his relationship with his sister, and he wanted to forgive and get free from the upset that he had about her, what he called she was controlling his life, and he had some upset about that. And so, what we did is really slow down with him taking ownership over his upset. That initially he framed it as her action was causing him to go away from his center. And he realized what we looked at was her action just was what it was. Like she did what she did to to him. And what the issue was is what he was making that mean about him, about her, about life. So that the action, it's like he's not at the effect of what his sister does. That really, what his sister did was trigger a place inside of him that was looking for healing, that he could really bring forgiveness to. And that is such good news because when you bring forgiveness to an area, it's such a great way to get free and open to new possibility. So, what we did is when he realized that really the upset started inside of him, he got to a place where he saw that it really bothered him that he thought she was putting him down. And then we were able to walk him through a forgiveness process where he forgave himself for the judgment he had placed against his sister as putting him down. And he took it even deeper and he forgave the judgment that he had against himself for putting his sister down. So he like turned the table and he forgave the judgment that he had about putting himself down. It was pretty amazing. And just through taking ownership and saying, it's not what his sister does, it's what it opened up inside of him, he accessed a place of neutral loving, of he let go of the judgment of whatever he was making right or wrong, whatever he was making it mean, he let that go. And he was able to see his sister through the eyes of loving, through the eyes of caring. And he realized that for him, a new possibility with his sister was to approach her from a place of calmness inside, knowing that whatever she did was just what she did, and he could love her regardless and still take care of himself in the process. It totally shifted how he was approaching and relating to this issue with his sister, and more importantly, how he was relating to his relationship with himself. And all of this came when he slowed down and took ownership for what he was making his sister's action mean about him. So that's my forgiveness tip for today. You might just take a look at how does this relate for me in my own life? Like, is there a situation where I could take more ownership over my reaction to what someone else does? What's really upsetting me about it? Can I slow down and forgive myself for the judgment that I'm placing against myself or someone else, because when you're upset about something, usually it means there's a judgment underneath to forgive. And what new possibility does that open me up into? So, just some questions that you might consider playing with on this awesome Forgiving Fridays. So, that's what I've got for today. I'm sending all of you a big hug of love and forgiveness and peace, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. So, I end my videos with my name and I forgive, and I invite you to join me. So, my name is Debbie Roth, and I forgive. All right, everyone, take care.